the things that people say to you. And we do treat language as a way of conveying knowledge in really basic cases. You know the lottery paradox? Have you guys come across the lottery paradox? Put up your hand if you know about the lottery paradox. One, okay. The lottery paradox is this. Suppose I buy a ticket in a lottery. Then suppose there are there have been 100 tickets sold. What are the odds of my winning the lottery? 1 in 100, right? Not a very good chance. It's 99 to 1 that I will not win. Yes. Do I know that I'm not going to win? No, I don't know I'm not going to win. Suppose there are 1 million tickets in the lottery. Yeah. So I have only a 1 in a million chance of winning. Do I know I'm not going to win? No. So no matter how high the probability is that I'm not going to win, I still don't know that I'm not going to win. So knowledge can't be identified with merely very probable belief. I can make it 1 million tickets. I can make it a Google of tickets. And I still don't know I'm not going to win. Yeah? Okay, so let me twist this a little bit. Suppose that you've bought a ticket in the lottery. Do I as a candid friend have the right to say to you, you're not going to win? No, even though it's very, very probable. Yes? I don't have that right. So if I'm going to assert something, it's not just that what I say should be very probable. It's that I have to know that it's right. If I'm going to tell you, there's one thing I tell you you're not going to win because I know the thing has been fixed, and you're definitely not going to win because someone else has already won or it's all been rigged. But if I only know with if I only have a high probability of belief you're not going to win, I don't have the right to say to you, you're not going to win. Okay? So when we're using language, we're using it for the purpose of transmitting knowledge in these kind of simple basic cases. And then you can think of language as a kind of long-range perception. It's an extension of your perceptual system. If someone's telling you that P, it is for you, as you've seen for yourself, that P. People do sometimes say, well, you have to be very suspicious of what people tell you. When I was 9 years old, someone gave me a notebook in which they'd written, son, never believe anything you hear. And this was given to me as a piece of golden information that would guide me well through life. Just don't believe anything that anyone tells you. It's really not good advice. You can see what they mean, right? You should be suspicious, you should be wary. But the idea of not believing anything that anyone tells you, I mean, if you really went that far, you couldn't so much as learn the language in the first place. Suppose that you're 2 years old and you've got this advice, never believe anything that anyone tells you, and they're saying, and the Trump is trying to explain to you, what does red mean? And they're saying, this is red, this is red, this is red, that's not red, that's not red, that's not red. And you say, I don't believe any of that. Then you have no hope, right? You have no way of ever learning the language. And as for just ordinary knowledge of common affairs, I mean, if you take some very exotic place like Scotland or Australia, and you ask, well, how do most of us know there is such a place, even? You don't know because you actually did some visual inspection yourself. Yeah, you rely on what people told you. I mean, you couldn't have a fraction of the knowledge you have unless you relied on what people told you. So being able to trust and get knowledge from other people seems to be fundamental to the functioning of language. We treat it that way in everyday life anyway, in these lottery paradox kind of cases. But when you think about how language learning has to work, and for there to be a stable language at all, you just got to be taking it that language can give you knowledge. But then suppose you think of how you'd explain what an assertion is made using language. Well, you can think of a perception as, here I have knowledge in my head, there is the world out there. Perception is just something that gives me knowledge of the world. That's not a bad definition of perception. If you're looking at an animal, if you're looking at some creature that lives deep in the ocean, deep in an ocean trench, and you ask, well, can it perceive its surroundings? What you're asking there is, does it have something, some organ or something, that will be an intermediary between what's going on in its environment and it getting knowledge of its environment? Perception is just something that comes in, that in between you and the world gives you knowledge of it. So you can think of assertion in a language as like that. You can think of assertion as being like perception. There's what's going on in the world out there, there's your knowledge, and assertion is something that in language can mediate between the stuff that's going on in the world and you getting knowledge of it. So if you know about something and you tell me, and then now I know about it, then your assertion is what allowed me to get the knowledge that you had. Yes? So you can think of assertion, what you're doing is make a statement in a language that's really defined in terms of knowledge, the possibility of it generating knowledge in the hearer. So what does cause have to do with this? If we talk about reference, then reference is really basic to language functioning the way it does. But what does cause have to do with our objectives in using a language? That's what's puzzling. I think about the Kripke stuff. That Kripke makes it very plausible, makes it compelling. Causation has got something to do with reference. Reference is very fundamental to the functioning of language. But then you think it seems kind of arbitrary. Why is it cause that has something to do with reference? Why is it that they're connected? But what is reference anyway? Reference has got to have something to do with the way language plays its functions. If you're going to explain what reference is as X, then whatever X is got to have some role to play in allowing language to function. So what's the function of language, class? What's the function of language? The transmission of knowledge from speaker to hearer. Right, very good. Okay, for present purposes, that's a function of language, right? So if you want that to happen, then assertion, making a statement, stating a fact, has to play some role in the transmission of knowledge. And you can understand reference by what it's doing in those statements of facts about the world. And what's knowledge? What's knowledge, class? Okay, here's what's knowledge. Everybody agrees that in order, well, actually, many people agree, right, that in order to know something, it has to be true, right? You can't know it if it's not true. You've got to believe that it's true, and it mustn't be an accident that you're right in believing it. Yeah, so you mustn't be just lucky. Yes, that's epistemology, right? How many of you guys have done class in epistemology? Some? Okay, well, for the rest of you don't need it. I mean, this is really the main point. Okay, so it's not an accident that you're getting it right. That's what knowledge is. Yeah, you can't be just lucky. If I just guess what your name is and I get it right, I don't know what your name is. Yeah, just a lucky hit isn't. So what's that? Isn't an accident mean? That's what epistemology is. It's a study of what it means. It's not an accident. Yes. I'm not sure the GS. I completely agree with that. But anyway, okay. So I make the following claim: it's not an accident. It's a causal notion. If I just guess your name and I get it right, then that's not knowledge, because the fact that that was your name wasn't what caused me to have the belief. So what it means it's not an accident is that you know that P, and the fact that P is true is what's causing you to believe that P. Yeah, knowledge is a causal notion. So if you think of perception as what gives you knowledge of the world, then in order to be perceiving this tomato rather than that tomato, I have to be causally connected to the tomato, because it's a causal connection that means I can have knowledge. That's how I can be having beliefs about the tomato which aren't accidentally right. They're caused by the way the tomato is. That's why I can have perceiving this tomato rather than that one. So perception of the object requires a causal connection to the object. Because perception is the intermediary between the way things are out there and you getting knowledge. Knowledge requires position, so perception requires position. So if you make a statement about an object, then that's got to be something that's capable of providing you with knowledge of the object. That's what we're saying, the function of language is to generate knowledge. An assertion's got to be something that can generate knowledge. So an assertion about an object demands a causal connection to the object. Otherwise, it couldn't be capable of generating knowledge of the object. So to be able to refer to, if I'm going to be able to refer to one tomato rather than the other, I've got to be in a position to make assertions about the object that transmit knowledge of it. Yes? That's where we've got to. So being able to refer to an object is being in a position to transmit knowledge to it, knowledge of it. But that requires a causal connection to the object. So reference to the object requires a causal connection with it. Well, there you are. Now you know why cause is the right notion. Why it's not just arbitrary. What Kripke found is the connection between cause and reference. Because reference is connected to the use of language to transmit knowledge throughout the community. And that requires causal connections. So reference to the object requires a causal connection with the object in virtue of which you're in a position to transmit knowledge of it. So not just any causal connection will do. And if you think of language like that, you see that it really is very similar to all our other cognitive capacities. It's very similar to the way perception works or memory works. Yes?
So what if it turns out that we just genuinely don't have any real knowledge? Like everything, we don't ever actually have any real questions.
Okay, we don't ever have any real knowledge. Yeah. Well, because we were brains in a vat or something like that. Yeah. Well, on the face of it, if we really were brains in a vat and didn't have knowledge of anything, then what would we be able to refer to? Okay, if you say we can refer to our own sense perceptions and so on, do we have knowledge of them? See, the reason you're restricting it like that is just that you're thinking, well, I do have knowledge of that lot in here, yeah? And you're just taking it for granted you can't refer to any of the stuff out there if you don't have knowledge of it. Yeah? And that's true even if, suppose that in fact you are a brilliant Berkeley undergraduate sitting in a class just like this one, listening to a spellbinding lecture just like this one, but you doze off and you have a dream in which you're a brilliant Berkeley student listening to a spellbinding lecture just like this one. You see what I mean? So even although the world is just the way you're dreaming it to be, you're not actually getting knowledge of any of it. Because it's just an accident that your dream matches the way things are. You could have been having a quite different dream. That makes sense? Yeah. So in that case, suppose someone comes in the door, and in your dream, someone comes in the door, but it's only an accident. Are you, in your dream, able to refer to the person who really came in the door? No, of course not. It's like the tomato case. There's something, it seems to you that there's a tomato right here, but you're not able to refer to it, because it's not causally connected to you. Your dream matches what's going on out there, but that doesn't allow you to refer to any of the stuff that's going on out there. Yeah? So just having the right kind of background of sensory impressions wouldn't be enough to let you refer to that stuff out there. Yeah? So you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the ability to refer.
So in that case, the language would stop working completely, since we have no causal interaction.
Yes, language would just stop working completely. The only possible exception, that's the claim. Yeah. The only possible exception to that is your knowledge of your own mind. Yeah. Okay. That's a really interesting question, and actually, the next Putnam article we'll look at is called "Brains in a Vat," and it's actually addressing the question of what a causal theorist should say about these possibilities of being, where it seems like you don't know anything about the world. Yeah. Putnam's answer is quite radical and surprising, as so often with Putnam. So you might want to take a look at that if you're interested in the question. Plain as day. Okay, so now we know what the function of language is and why reference is a causal notion. Okay, more than ever next time. Thanks.